Hello, ski American students. We turn off dancing music. Maybe we dance later. Hello, skis. As the signs say, my name is Boris Chemikov. I am cousin of your instructor, and I am here to teach you secret Russian chemistry techniques. Now, when I teach you Russian chemistry, it is the best chemistry. So, like I say, my name is Boris Chemikov. I hope you have lots of snacks to bring and eat while we do this boxing of the lab kit. Now, today we do no lab. Today we just open the box. Now, the box is a secret box. I know not what is inside of this box. But, it's like a KGB box. You don't know what's inside until you open it. You have to be very careful when you open it right there. So, I hope you get your box ready. And please, chemistry students, ask questions as we go along. I believe I can see your questions on this tiny TV I have set up here. Again, I am Boris Chemikov, professor of exchange from Russia. So get your American pocket knife out and open up your box. My box came in a plastic bag. I would recommend saving this bag. You can play with it later. If you have young children, maybe they play with it. In Russia, you don't worry about safety because in Russia, no one is safe. Now, this is the box. Open it up here. Let's open up this box. This is a Soviet issue knife. Every young man gets at the age of 5 months. And what we have in this box, we have instructions. Oh, this look like content list. Now, Boris knows there is secret code that he needs to enter on a website. And website, he looked for a secret code. Papers, lots of papers in Russia. Okay, maybe secret code. So this is hands-on lab kit. Safety, first aid, primo aid. Interesting. We don't worry about safety in Russia because in Russia no one is safe. This is list. Please immediately check your list. Attention student goals. Okay. We look at items and we name items and we'll put them out on the front here. Put away our little pocket knife. Okay, top bag right there. What we got in this bag? Oh, this bag. Lots of goodies in this bag. So we have thermometer. We go to Celsius or Fahrenheit. I hope Celsius. This is a very nice little kit. Boris impressed with American. Oh, this is a Celsius thermometer. Boris make tea with that. Oh, we have a little thermometer. Syringe. Little plunger syringe for dispensing, for drawing up small amounts of liquid accurately and dispensing. We probably use that in lab. Oh, these are test tube tongues. You use these to pick up test tubes like so. We will see what test tubes we have in here. This is for cleaning test tubes. You'll shove this into a test tube and clean it. Oh, string. Ogorot wire. This is 1 meter of string made in India. Small little country in Asia. Not as big as Russia, but very important. A drinking straw for nice delicious teas. A pipette bulb. We'll show how to use the pipette bulb if we have pipettes. And this is a gas assembly. Aha. This also go on test tube. You'll put this on top of test tube, and gases evolve, can flow through this copper pipe to this here. We will see. We need to find test tubes next in this kit to set this up. Okay, we have a bolt with no nut. That's classic Russia, right? You'll get half of what you need. And this looks like a magnet. This looks like a magnet. So maybe you test if compounds are magnetic, respond to magnetic. This is another. This is a valve. And then here we have, this also goes in a test tube. This is a rubber cork that you put on top of test tube. Let's find the test tube in here. Now they should be glass or plastic. Boris has big fingers. There we go. Now, Boris promised you, if you pay attention to Boris, he make you smart like Badger. And you'll know all of your secret chemistry. Now, we'll take these bags, put them in. Let's see if we find test tubes. Graduated cylinder. Ooh. What is this? Oh my gosh. Test tubes must be in one of these bags. These look like chemicals. Oh, well, these are Cosmonaut Goggles. We use these in, cosmonauts wear these, like I say. In Russia, we don't be safe. No one is safe in Russia. So these are cosmonaut goggles. But you can wear these. You should wear these to protect your precious little eyes. Put those right there on top of Boris's snacks. Let's make this Boris's snacks here. He a hungry boy. Let's save these bags. Boris don't want to lose these bags. All right. This is, ooh, glass stirring rod. This is very nice. This is for stirring. The glass is inert. It would not do reactions with the chemicals you want. So, for example, this is a spatula. This is a spatula, a scupula. You use it to transfer very small amounts of solids to and from. You never stir with this because the metal could react with whatever chemicals you have in there, whether it's acids or bases. You know, just consider that you see metals rust, and that's a reaction. You don't ever see glass rust. So, you know, we stir with the glass stirring rod. With the glass stirring rod, we have metal spatula, we have thermometer, test tube cleaner, plunger, syringe. Ooh, this is test tube stuff. What else? Oh, this is graduated cylinder. Boris should have brought trash can. So graduated cylinder to 25 milliliters. There's something in there. A bit of plastic. Graduated cylinder. Of course, it's cylinder, and graduated means just measure volumes. This measure to 3 decimal places, so 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So this measure to 3 significant figures. This is very nice. It's very nice. Okay, now this is a funnel. You know, use it for transferring liquids from one thing to another with no spilling. Ooh, these look like they could have test tubes in them. This feels like glass. Ooh, this feels like beakers and test tubes. Here we go. Bubble wrap. Boris will have fun with this bubble wrap later. He'd like to pop it. Oh yes. You know. It's very nice. It's very nice. You know, in Russia, we don't have Amazon. We have Siberian forest. So, like, we always go to Siberia to buy things, not Amazon to buy things. So this is beaker. Now, let me tell you something about beaker. You never measure volumes with beaker. It looked like you should because it has numbers on there, But do not use these numbers to measure volumes. You should just use it as a really like a coffee cup or a teacup. You just use it to store liquids right there. Now, as I say that, I say it's rough measurement, you know, okay, about 50 milliliters in there, sure. But never use it to accurately measure something. Use your graduated cylinder to accurately measure things. And here we have 2 beakers, more bubble wrap for Boris. He likes the bubbles, he likes a wrap of bubbles. 200 milliliters, and here we have the test tubes. Now, these test tubes here are made of glass. They're very nice. Now, when you look at your glass items, whether they be your beakers or your test tubes, you should make sure they are not cracked or have any hairline cracks in them, because if you heat these and they are cracked, it could break and cause a Chernobyl spill. So you don't want to have a spill. You want to just make sure the edges are smooth. You know, make sure it's clean, you know. And then, so these are test tube clamps. You know, if you heat things up in test tube, you use the clamps, you know, to grab them. Because like my Uncle Sergey used to say, hot glass look just like cold glass. So you'll never trust glass. Glasnost, that is. So, you know, use your test tube clamps to hold them right there. So that's what those are for. Now, this is for the collection of gases. So if you can imagine, if there are bubble going on in here, the gases would evolve, go through this tube here and come out here. So you can use this to get gases. And let me show you something that you will be using this semester. Where's my syringe? Here is my syringe. Oh, will this fit? I hope this fit. Maybe this fit. Maybe this not fit. Oh, this just fit. So this is a plunger that measure volumes in milliliters. You may do an experiment where you bubble gases, and you can measure the amount of gas that's produced, because this plunger will come back as the gas fills the area in there. You know, it's very little nice. It's clever, simple design. I hope you enjoy. Are there any questions? Any questions for Boris, your Russian chemistry teacher extraordinaire? You know, Boris, it's very warm out here in America. This is like the desert. Okay, we have test tubes. This cork also go inside the test tube. You see how it fits in there. Again, you can collect stuff or go in there. Test tubes. Again, make sure they're not cracked. Make sure they have smooth edges, and they're made very well. That's test tubes. Just put stuff in there. These items, magnet and bolt. Oh yes, this right here. Where would this go? This could go on the. This screws into the tip of the syringe, and it is a gate valve, is what we call it in America. So the gate valve, the gate is open, and now the gate is closed. And I can tell the gate is closed because it's very hard to push on it because the gate is closed. But if the gate is open, you can push very easily. So this is how this works in here. Now, Boris can see your questions. Please ask away. There's a special American drinking straw come with your lab kit. I don't know. This special straw is not bendy straw. What the hey? America, great place, and they don't give you bendy straw? Me no understand. 1 meter string, test tube clamp. What else is in here? Pipettes. So, this is a bag of pipettes. I'll just take one out to show you. These are used for transferring small amounts of liquid from one to another. These are like toothpicks in chemical lab. You use one at a time and then you throw it away. You know, use these very carefully. Now, when you don't mix liquids with them, things like that, you know, use your coffee and your cream. Don't ever mix them. Just use them for one liquid at a time. That's these pipettes. Now keep them in the bag right here. All right. This is very nice. This is a chemical model kit. Now, we will use this in the labs and in the classrooms. I will give this to my cousin, Professor Donk, and tell him to use it. But we have, you know, little balls in here that represent atoms. We have little sticks in here that represent bonds. And we have these little paddles here. They look like paddles for mice, you know, like if a mice in a canoe, but they're really electron pairs of molecules. Now we have lots of kits in here. This is a very nice little kit. Very nice little kit. Boris is very happy with that set there. Now, we have these little cups, and we have a burner stand. Ooh. So, what we got here? So, this needs to be opened. So this is methanol gel. Oh, now Boris, you'll have to open this. And, oh, the buffet gel. So effectively, this comes together like this. You would light this gel. You open it up, and there's a wick in there. You probably use a can opener to open this. Pry the lid off the can. Okay, yes, you'll need a flathead screwdriver to pry that lid off right there. You pry that off. And what you do is you put that in there, and you can use it as a heating stand, so you can heat stuff like that. Or use a beaker to heat it in there. Use a beaker to heat stuff. That's a very nice little setup there. And again, when you use this, and Boris will remind you that, you know, hot stuff looks just like cold stuff. You know, my Uncle Saturday, he teach me this in a hard way. But when you use this stand, just be careful when you're done with it, because it could still be very warm. Okay, this is a culture plate or spot plate. Now, I will not open this right now because this is in a sterile package. So what will happen is we will do a lab. Now you see us in a grid of 6 by 4, meaning you can do 24 very tiny experiments in here at the same time. It's very nice. Now, we'll open this up when we do the lab. But it's very nice. Now, people call this a spot plate. You know, it's got 24 spots. It's plastic, and it's clear and colorless. But we will use this for a lab right here. It's very nice to do 24 little baby experiments in there. Oh, this is a very little balance or scale. This is my cousin Dimitri has a very tiny balance like this. Does it come with its batteries, or do you have to hook it up to a reactor? So, it comes... Oh, it does come with batteries. The batteries are wrapped. So, for some labs, you'll have to weigh out. Now, I don't know, but if you have a food scale in your kitchen, that could also be used. You don't have to use this scale. But it's very nice it comes with scale, because you'll have this for a long time. And we will use this scale to weigh things and stuff like that. Now, comes with batteries, which is very nice. Boris hates it. It is what makes Boris rage when things come with no batteries. And, oh, it's got lots of different units on there. Ounces, troy ounces. I don't know what that is. It must be an American weight. Grams, ounces. DWT. Boris not sure. But Boris talked about how to use this scale when it's all set up here. Now, when you're not using your scale, Boris recommend you take out the batteries or reverse the batteries, because because you only use it a few times. You know, the day you need your AAA batteries or the day they're not there. It comes with a nice little lid, so that is our balance, our scale. Oh my gosh. It has a 10-year warranty. What is this? There's trash in here. Now, the chemicals. This is the fun stuff here. Let's see what we have in the chemical kit right here. Oh boy, what we got here? Wowie, hydrochloric acid. 2 molar in a dropper bottle. Ooh, sodium hydroxide in a dropper bottle, 0.5 molarity. Ooh, bromorthymal blue indicator. We use this for checking pH. It's very nice. What else we have in here? Oh boy, it's Christmas for Boris. Phenolphthalein, a pH indicator. It goes from this clear, colorless liquid to this very beautiful pink around pH 6.4, 7.2, I think. But it's very nice. And this is lime water. So lime water is calcium hydroxide. So it is a ionic compound dissolved in water or agua, and we call it lime water. You know, like you think of limestone. Limestone is mainly calcium, so lime water. Those are some very nice chemicals. This is filter paper. You will use this for the funnel at some point to try to filter out a solid that you have right there that you collect. Now, here's a note card that tells us about stuff. Specifically, these are chemicals and using empty. Okay, all right. So it tells you how to use them right there. It's a very good piece of leather. Keep that. Ooh, lots of stuff in here. Ooh, very nice. Very, very nice. Ah, this is. Ooh, okay, this right here. Be very careful with. Now, you see this piece of paper with pretty rainbow? You'll be very careful with this and do not touch this with your hands. This is I believe this is pH paper, meaning that you will dip this. You will use this pH paper and dip it inside some chemicals and measure the pH in there. Now, let's be clear about that. You do not want the chemicals from your hand on this piece of paper. So you'll need to not touch it. So as soon as Boris takes this out, Boris is going to put it right back in. Leave it right there. Now more pipettes are in here. So you have little pipettes in this bag, and you have one more pipettes in this bag right here. You just save them and you use them as you need. Now these pipettes are special. Along the stem, you can do small measurements of volumes. So you can measure volumes using your graduated cylinder or this pipette. Now this is for like 1 or 2 milliliters. Put this in the bag to keep it sterile and safe. We don't want to lose these. They are clear and colorless, so they'll very easily run away on Boris. You know, ah yes, the good stuff. Ah, Mossy Zinc. So zinc is an element, a metallic element. We have Mossy Zinc here. Mossy just means as rough and raw, you know, like Russia. So we like this stuff right here. We use this to make gases. Oh yes, and then manganese. Oh, another very powerful, strong element. So it is brown, like the hair of a strong bear, this manganese element. And it's very nice. We save that. This stuff right here, this white powder is sodium carbonate. It's very safe. These are very safe chemicals if you follow Boris's directions. But sodium carbonate is a very safe chemical. I believe it's baking soda in the United States. Baking soda or baking powder. It is very nice, very safe chemical. Calcium chloride, dihydrate. Now, it's calcium chloride. If you've been doing your homework with Professor Dunk, you'll know that calcium chloride is CaCl2. Dihydrate means it got 2 waters. And it say very nicely on the package, CaCl2, 2H2O. It's very nice. Alum Crystal. Where are Boris's water? These are crystals of alum. I believe these are aluminum hydroxide crystals that are very fine and stuff like that. Now, these you need to be careful with because you don't want to inhale these. That is probably your biggest danger with these. Is like getting them on your fingers and licking your face and things like that. Just be careful about that. Oh, they know better. So these are Alka-Seltzer tablets. Now, I was going to eat chicken wings tonight, so I might save these. But, you know, I have my own little secret package of Alka-Seltzer. So I will keep this for the lab. We will do something with this, I'm sure. Now, these are little, like, just pipettes with the stem cut off. You use these bulbs right here. You're going to use these for a couple things. Boarders would be very interested to know why these in here. We'll try to keep these all together. The filter paper. Let me put these in here too. So these bags contain 5 liquids in a dropper and several solids: calcium chloride, alum, sodium carbonate. What else is in here? Oh, this is a pipette. So this is why. Now, this is the third item you have to measure volumes accurately. You have your graduated cylinder. You have the pipettes with the markings on them. And then you have this pipette right here. Now, this is a pipette bulb. This really works just like it looked right here. You put the, I'm not going to open this up because this is sterile. But this measure up to 1.8 milliliters. So, you know, you kind of put it on there, open it up. When we do the lab, Boris will show you how to use this properly, but don't open this yet. There's foam pad down here. And that looked like all-in lab kit. That looked like all-in kit. So that is the boxing of the labs. Boris, hope you enjoy. It is now snack time for Boris. If you have any questions, please post them on the class discussion board. And you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.